Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in to KT Garage. This is part 51 of the Super Hawk build project. The weekend is here. I'm getting super excited to have time to work on the Super Hawk again. I'm just gonna continue where I left off last week on working on the gear shifter, trying to get it painted, wait overnight for it to dry and then get it installed. And then after that, I'll just keep working on the electrical system and push it forward. There's going to be a lot of work to be done yet, so I'll just deal with it one day at a time. All right, so last time we left off with this in this condition where I took off the 4 nuts and bolts and separate this, but it's still stuck in here and very hard to paint. I was just gonna, push it down and just like that and try to paint it, but I think I'm just gonna do it the right way. And after inspecting it, there's 4 bolts in here. I'm gonna try to back this out. I think that's gonna allow me to take this entire thing out. And then as far as this goes, after inspecting it, it's only held together by this pin. So I think I can just simply push this pin out and then get this piece to come out. So that way I can do a full restoration on it. We'll see if my plan works out. Well guys, as it's turned out, taking this 4 bolts is not allowing me to get this shifter out. What I need to do is just remove this retaining ring right here and push this whole thing out and then disassemble everything to be able to get this out. I'm not gonna do that. Don't want to waste a bunch of time. So what I did was I just sand down all the rough spot, sand this down. I'm just gonna spray with the truck bed coating black to match with the rest of the internals in or the interior. So I'll go ahead and do that and save myself some time. I just put 1 bolt here, kind of just a very small one, so I can just put a hex bolt on top of that later. I'm gonna go ahead and paint it like this. I was able to get this out. There's a little pin here, drop pin out, get this out. So I'm just gonna paint it like this and then wait for it to dry. All right, so I got this column painted. I just hung them right here and then just wait for it to dry. As you can see, this is the hood still sitting here waiting for me to finish up. And then on this side, painted everything with a black truck bed coating to match the interior. So I'm gonna wait for this to dry overnight. We'll get it assembled in the morning. Okay, so I got this painted. It looks pretty decent. Now is the time to reassemble. I just put this on a couple of nuts in the back. I'm gonna tighten that, and then I'll go ahead and put the tag on. Well, here it is. This is looking pretty decent. I'm gonna go ahead and get this on the truck. Wow, that does look pretty good. I really like it. It's very cool. So now I gotta figure out the linkage below it because it's slightly off from the original location of the Humvee. So I gotta figure out what the differences are, and then we'll get it connected to the transmission. This is a hard connect to transmission, so it shouldn't be too bad. I just gotta get this middle console or center console back out, and then keep working on this, getting it all hooked up. Okay, so before getting the linkages hooked up, I just want to clear these wires here. From the last episode, you can see that I just dropped it down here. I'm just gonna go and tuck it in, get it tied up all the way to the back, and then I'll work on the linkage. Okay, so I'm gonna show you under the truck a little bit before we moved on. So this is the line that I'm trying to get out back. So it goes all the way here. This is your transfer case right here. And this is the rear drive shaft. Electrical line running across here. Not sure you guys seen this before. These are heat exchanger. I got 2 of these. And you can see hydraulic lines are coming from the front. And these are supposed to be in the front. But I rerouted back here just to make some room in the front for other things. Because there's a lot of room back here. So that's the line right there. Now I just zip tie for now, just so it's out of the way. And then it comes up there, and then it's going all the way out back. So now we're heading towards the back. So this is the rear end. And for those of you that are not familiar with Humvees, the brakes are like totally different than your normal cars. So this is your rotor right here. Your calipers are sitting right here. So it's right next to your rear differential. Super cool. And then that's your universal joint right here. That's come down with your drive shaft. That goes all the way down. And then your drive shaft come down to here, and it goes into another gear reducer. So it's really nice that, you know, it reduced the gear some more down this way before it gets to the wheel. And that's the reason why Humvees only go up to like 55 or 60 miles an hour. They're super slow, but they got a ton of torque from all those gear reduction. And this full independent suspension, you can see that the upper and lower control arms are fully independent from one side or another. I really love the way the Humvee suspension works. Really nice. I mean, the springs are just humongous. And so this is the electrical lines that I wanted to show you. Right now, I'm just gonna zip tie it in because I don't know which one goes where just yet. I haven't got my lights done yet, so I just want to hang it, you know, away from all the exhaust components, just so I can go ahead and get the truck started, and then we'll come back and do all the electrical lights and things like that a little bit later. All right, so you guys see this linkage right here? So that's the front one. This is the one with the neutral, drive, reverse, things like that. So that's this one is located like directly on top of the gear selector. Now you look out back, there's another, let me see if you can see back here where my hand is. Here we go. So nope, it's blocked, so I'm gonna move the camera. So back there we go. So you see another lever right there. So that's the one for high and low gear. So I'm gonna try to get this this one to hook up first, the one in the front, and then we'll make my way back there. Where did that go? Oh, here we go. So that's the front one, and just directly on top of the selector, so easy to work with. But here's the problem. So these are rusted so bad that I sprayed WD-40 on it and left it for a few hours and tried to back it out, and you see what it did. It twisted right off, and it twisted right off from here. So this is the long one. This is the long one that goes back to the high and low gear. This one's go directly to the bottom. I'm afraid to turn it because I'm just gonna twist it off again. I'm just gonna let it soak overnight or the next few days. I'll just keep going and try to get the WD-40 to soak it in, see if I can get it out, and then we'll just have to work on it next week. It's getting towards Sunday afternoon. I'm just gonna have to clean up and go inside and get ready for the work week. I really didn't have as much done as I liked this weekend. I got way too much going on around the house to be taken care of. But next week I should have a lot more time to work on the Super Hawk, and hopefully I can get a lot more done next week. I appreciate you guys tuning in to KT Garage. If you like the content, please like and subscribe. Thank you.